Okay, back at GENO's transactional performance. Here we go. Again, this is another tool I use, which I had made from my buddy that has a lathe. We set the Dow indicator up and we check the backlash with this. It's 3 to 4. That's where it's at. It's where it's going. Now, here's another tool we made. This takes the shims out and the races out of the side covers. You pound them out, and as you see over here, that's some of the shims I went through to find the right ones. And as you see down there is 2 runs of shims, and you better have a lot of them because everyone's different when you do this. And here's the tool I made. This I didn't make. This is a regular race driver, but I made this for inside here to drive the race back in. And that drives the races back in the side covers when you're done. A lot of people don't even show you that stuff, but I'm showing it to you. You can have it made, do whatever you want. But I'm tired of the people saying, oh, you don't show me nothing. Well, I'm showing you some stuff. I'm not going to show you everything because nobody showed me everything. I learned some of it myself. And the best thing is to find somebody that does transmissions, if they will, and teach you. They might charge you or whatever, but if you want to learn bad enough, you'll pay the price, because they paid the price to learn too. So I was in business with a guy that worked at the dealer, and I started out with stock stuff. And some of the guys that was racing helped me. My one buddy Joe helps me some with some information on motors and transmissions. My other friend didn't help me, he hindered me. And so that's how that was. Because everything I wanted done, he did it his way, and he didn't want me there because if I was there, you'd have to do it my way. And I found out why he didn't want me there. But that's another story. It's done, it's over with. I'm a dealer for Rancho. I've had some help from them with the problems from time to time. And I want to thank all my people that I deal with has taught me some stuff on the modified stuff, and it works. I hear people saying, oh, what do you call it, pro boxes, they don't hold up. Well, I have one that has 150 runs on. I haven't even touched it. The thing with the pro box, you gotta crack the clutch. You can't just pull it, because if you just pull it, you're gonna bobber. When you crack the clutch, it's enough that it lines it up and lets it fly right in. It's so quick. It sounds like an automatic. That's what everybody says. You have an automatic in that car? No, it's stick. And that's what the man up at Liberty said. I forget his name. We worked together some. He said, the reason I have luck with pro gears is because I know how to shift. Well, maybe that's true, maybe it isn't. I ain't bragging. I'm just hoping I'm doing the right thing to keep them going, because I tried slick shift and I couldn't do nothing with them. It worked for a while, and then all of a sudden, sometimes I'd miss a gear right when I wanted in the money run or something. That I don't want to do. I was done with that. So I stay with pro gears. That's me. And maybe eventually I'll try that new dog system. That's expensive as the devil, but I might try that. I don't have motors that put out astronomical horsepower like the turbo guys do. That's when you start really busting stuff. And I'm not into that, to set records or go fast. If I run 7s, fine. Low 8s, fine. This stuff works fine for me there. I don't have any trouble. And I'm going to keep on running it as long as I can, as long as I can race. That's what I'm going to do. I built small motors. The other guy that helped me said, you got to run with the big boys. You got to have big motors. Well, we tried that, and it didn't pay off. So I built a 2161, and the first time out with it, I won a race. Actually, 2 races, but it was a push race, the other one. But that motor worked good. The only thing, I tore the flywheel off. It should have been wedge mated, but it wasn't. But it is now. So some things you learn about as you go down the line. Learning, you never know it all. I come down to this shop, I learn stuff every day. So little things I don't always talk about, but I can show you, or I'm doing it here. You watch, and that's how you learn. You might say, well, he never showed me that before, never talked about that, but what he's doing there is something different. That's how you learn. Be prepared. Anyhow, this box here fought with me today, but I got it. I had a problem with a third gear that wouldn't line up on the gear stack right. But I got it. No, I'm not going to tell you what it was. Nobody told me, and I figured it out. But I'll be back for more later. This is going together. It's done. It's right. And I'm tickled to death with it. So I'm going to get out here and get to work. There's the motor. I'm still waiting for the other regulator and the spring that goes in here in the pump. The post office has been screwing me around. So maybe they'll get here tomorrow, and then I'm going to fire it up and do a video on that. That motor's going to be for sale. That's a good motor. That's a 2276. That run down in the 4s and the 3s. So it'll be up for sale in a heavy car. Talk to you all later from GENO's Transaxle Performance. You have anything, don't send stuff up on YouTube, because I don't know how to answer mail up on YouTube or Facebook. I have an email. Email me, geno570d@comcast.net, or call me on the phone, 412-384-8012. That works perfect, and I can discuss stuff with you. Talk to you all later, and everybody have a Merry Christmas from GENO's Transaxle Performance.